Man, this painting looks so creepy from the looks of it. Hey everybody, this is me, Mickey Mouse here, and I'm back from the Muxy Toys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Super Mario 64 from the Nintendo 64. So last time we actually did manage to complete ourselves for Hazy Maze Cave, and we managed to obtain ourselves for the one final power-up, which is known as the Vanish Cap, and then when we actually did obtain the last power-up, that means we actually did revisit to those different worlds until we actually finished those other worlds. And today for this video is that we're about to be hopefully finishing off Lethal Lava Land while doing those two power stars. One which was the 100 coin power star, and as well as the last mission in this level. So here we go. Mission number 6 is Elevator Tour in the Volcano. Now, this mission is very similar to the 5th mission, but except the only difference is being, as I said in the last video, is that we have to go into the different routes instead of the exact same way. And I didn't mean to do that. But however, in this mission, I probably might do both things. One which is, as I said, the 100 coin power star. And it might be a bit tricky at first because there was like a lot of lava which can kill you if you actually get touched by the lava like 3 times, especially if you have full health. But apart from those side of things, that as far as the level layout is concerned, it's pretty much small by comparison between the other worlds of the game. And that was absolutely weird. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna die here. So anyway though, so, excuse me about that, sorry about that, it's got something in my throat there, I do apologize for that. So, yeah, there's not much I can, oh yeah, before we get into that, before we talk about that, there's another teleportation, which if you hop into that little cage hole right there, that way that warps us over to the, right where the wing cap is. So, if you bust out this, yellow exclamation mark block, that way that gives us a shell to surf on lava, which is really weird considering how, that normally that you can actually also surf the shell from like the water for instance or something, I don't know. That it's weirdly enough that we're actually going to be surfing onto the lava, which is really cool and awesome and badass at the same time. But anyway though, so let's go ahead and grab those 100 coins at the particular point at the moment. So just in case I won't manage to die from that particular section, because if I actually accidentally died, oh shoot. I forgot there was a platform right over there, so, alright, at least I got plenty of lives though, so I got about 11 one-ups. It's a great way to actually get yourselves a abundance of one-ups in this level, because there are filled with one-up mushrooms everywhere in this level, because even then though, that, the game can get pretty difficult as we progress, so, yeah, there's not much we can actually just to explain about that, so, yeah, let's go ahead and take down these bullies here. So again, it worths you just only 1 coin, so I could potentially think about that. It gives you like 5 coins, but only Mr. Y is just about to get the like it only gets like 5 coins as far as the contains is concerned. So yeah, as far as we can get. And for the most part, we're almost done with the 100 coin collectathon here. So yeah, hoping I won't able to die for a bit though, so let's go ahead and oh, shoot, this might be difficult to do. Ooh, okay, good. Good thing I made it. Good thing I made it. Alright, let's take this crazy box up, and then this one allows me to actually get to the safest place. Oh, don't let these coins get dropped into the lava, especially there's some situations where I might get screwed over at certain points at this level. Well, that will be a bad, unfortunate reason. Okay, please don't tell me. Oh, okay, that helps. That helps as well. Right, I'm more concerned about that, I might take down this. Oh, shoot. Well, hoping I won't gonna die from that point right there, especially when there's like, no! No! I was so close! I was 96 coins! And I was 4 off. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I was like 6 coins left now, so, I'm hoping I won't manage to die again, because if I do, I have to redo the whole collectathon again. So anyway though, so it's a good thing that you might actually grab the rest of the coins in the first section, because if you die onto this section right here, you'll respawn onto this section rather than just at the very beginning of the level. So you might as well think that you might actually go ahead and say no. That I might actually say no. It's the fact that you might actually save the first section of the level for first, and then this section for last. So even then though, you might still have some time to grab these last few coins. Even especially noticeable as well as from mission 5, and especially this mission. So yeah, for this mission where we'll be doing elevator tour in a volcano, it's basically the same thing as it does it for the 5th mission that we've actually been into, but except we're actually riding onto that moving platform, you know, just like Hazy Maze Cave. So as you expected, there's going to be a lot of lava involved in there, as well as some fireballs that you might actually dodge as well. So even though no, I don't find that much of it that much intrusive. So anyway though, so let's just carefully not to get burned by the fire bars or the spinning fire bars, because if I do accidentally touch those, that way that actually allows me to fall down from that particular platforming segment, even for highest heights. So there we go. And I think that wraps everything up for Lethal Lava Land, which is really short by the looks of it, but depends on the 100 coin power star. It can take a bit too long for my predicament, but I don't mind the 100 coin power stars. It's just sometimes whenever you are trying to think that you're trying to make it all the way up to 100, but anyway. And here we on to the next world, which was of course number 8, Shifting Sandland. The first mission we have is In the Clients of the Big Bird, which, if I remember rightly, that this game actually introduced a new character, or a new enemy is fully introduced in this game, which was known as Clubdos. Or, yeah, Clubdos, the mighty bird. And basically that guy do make its return since, well, Mario Party 4 if I remember it. Also Mario Party 5. I don't usually ever seen him since in almost about any future Mario games from now on, because every now and then they're just trying to make something a bit more simplistic, but anyway though, Shifting Sandlands, as you probably expected, it does have the exact same music theme as it does it for Lethal Lava Land, but except rather than fire, instead it's sand. So yeah. I think Shifting Sandlands, it's probably my second least favorite level of the game. It's not that bad of a level, but it's just that 100 coins power star in this level is a damn nightmare to do just to get onto it. But I'll try my best to actually do this for the first try, and I'm hoping I won't die as many times as I would like to be. But I remember that a long time ago that I seemed to have a lot of trouble with that one specific mission in this level, for that being of the slightest, but I'll explain more into that once we hit into it. So, yeah, much like before, we actually have ourselves a surfing shell where you can actually just protect yourself from the sinkholes. Because yes, the main premise of the real hazard of this level is the sinkholes, as you can see, as you can tell from the graphical MOD. But as you probably expected by now, much like how it does if you're following from Super Mario Galaxy 1 playthrough and Super Mario Galaxy 2 playthrough. So, oh wow, I managed to... okay, I somehow managed to kick Clubdo over there, and basically what this mission is all about, basically we have to kick, well, time and kick, the Clubdo, because as you can tell, that Clubdo actually holding a power star itself. So, if you do that, successfully, then you can grab your power star with ease. Mission number 2, Shining Atop the Pyramid. This is by far the easiest mission, especially if you actually you want to do this like a faster and easiest method. Or if you can do this like a normal fashion way for that part too. So, you can either do like, maneuvering this really narrow paths like you do for a normal time for this playthrough. Or you can actually use the little faster fashion, is by basically doing a shell surfing fashion and then just go on to the slant of the pyramid, and then you probably beat this mission for almost like under 15 seconds. So yeah, pretty simple and easier mission if you actually get yourselves a little speedrun technique, which that might be situational. Alright, mission number 3, inside the ancient pyramid. So, much like how it does in the mission, the second mission of this level, but except rather than just actually going onto the top, instead we have to go inside the pyramid. Yes, we're actually going inside the pyramid. So, yeah, it might be pretty cool and ancient looking. So, yeah, no matter what though, that, sometimes though, that 100, although, yeah. So yeah, the sinkholes, as far as I mentioned earlier, that if you see on the little display on this little capture screen, basically if you stand on one of those, especially if you get closer to the center, especially those little like sinkholes from down here, you'll automatically die. So you have to be very careful of the sinkholes, because if you do get sucked into the sinkhole, you pretty much guarantee you lost a life, or especially noticeable if you actually get like 100 coin power star or something like that. You have to redo the whole collectathon again, which isn't that good, for my honest opinion. But anyway though. So now we're inside the pyramid, and it looks like we're gonna have to do some little obstacles to deal with here. So, hopefully this shouldn't be that much of an issue here. And we have these guys right here with this little cylinder stuff. Oh yeah, there's another thing I'd like to mention about this game is that they actually have themselves a little item which is actually called a spinning heart. Basically, if you actually encounter one of those, if you get damaged by something, especially noticeable with the enemy contact and drop in the highest height, but much like how it does it for coins, though, if you actually run through the spinning heart, not only do you actually just bypass the heart, but it also actually restores to your health. So, it might be really handy for you if you're actually trying to come across into the trickiest missions throughout. Oh, I see those little weird mummy variations of the forms, as you can see. It does make a comeback in Mario Party 2's Lava Tile Isle. That minigame was so difficult though. But anyway though, the main premise of this is that we have to go all the way up to the top here, so that if you actually reach up to the top, then you should be able to deal with this mission with ease. So, how about that? Alright, we got 62 power stars right now, so now let's move on to probably the most difficult mission in this world. Stand tall on the 4 pillars. So, this is essentially the 4th mission in this level, so basically what I have to do here is by basically standing onto those 4 standard pillars. And that sounds pretty easy, right? Well, the first 3 I found is not that much of a pain to actually get into. But the second one is on the far left, and this is by far the hardest to actually get onto it. But I usually remember back in 2013 playthrough of this game, I had a lot of trouble with this particular mission because that damn second pillar was actually going to be twice as difficult to actually just to try to get you accurate on. But as much as you'd be fine with the shell itself, not only do you actually try to go ahead and yet have to be really damn precise with your standing onto those pillars, but even then I think the only time that, although it might actually do work if you actually try to go ahead and just stand onto one of those pillars properly, because if you do stand onto the pillars properly, that will actually just make the this thing to happen like this. If you heard this little jingle, then the top of the pyramid somehow explodes. What in the sim? But I have to make it all the way up to the top, because much like how it does in the second mission, that I have to go up to the top, but rather than just getting a power star, but instead that once the on the top of the pyramid part is actually exploded, this means there is actually a little hole insert inside. So we have to go investigate, shall we? So let's use the Mario wing, or this wing cap, to actually reach to that quite easily. So even though I can't make it to the long jump with that, just because if I somehow accidentally use the long jump, then I will manage to kill myself for that sinkhole. So, oh shoot, oh god, oh, that was close. I almost died there for a second there, but anyway though. So you see that little hole there? This is where we're about to enter into. And basically we're in the exact same area as before, so but except rather than just actually doing some little bit of platforming, instead we have to stand here for a few seconds, because if you somehow wait for a few seconds until when this elevator comes down, and we're about to be come across into a very, very hidden room over there. Or in this case, a strange room. So let's go ahead and investigate. It looks like we're here. So let's see how this goes. Oh my god! Who are these guys? Who walked here? Who break wheel? Okay, so you're trying to tell me that, that you're trying to actually get our little intruders to actually become, dead or something like that. So yes, this is actually the next boss of the game, which was known as I Rock. Basically, this boss fight does reminds me of something related to Super Smash Bros. Master Hand and Crazy Hand type of inspired battle. But basically what you have to do here is basically you have to attack his weak point, which is actually his eye. And basically if you actually oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. You can't beat me that easily, I Rock. Nice try though for actually shoving me into the battle arena. And basically though, that if you defeat these two hands, the power star is actually coming through the ground. So there you go. 63 power stars. I think I might actually do one more mission before we actually end things off from that point right here, so I figure I might as well do that. So there we go, that's it for this mission. It might be a bit difficult for some for you comers, but anyway. Mission 5, free flying for 8 red coins. And I believe mostly for this mission is by basically using, some of the time, using the wing cap power up, because I can't specifically reach into those red coins onto the it's right almost near to where the pillars are where you're trying to stand on, since the first or the fourth mission of this level, or right about there, there's the first red coin just onto that little edge here. But yeah, I don't mind this level though. It's just a 100 coin power star that I mostly have trouble with. Although, granted though, I might also give us like a first try in order to be successful at it. But so far I did not die as many times as I hoped to be. Because in the Leave a Lava Land, whenever I was trying to off screen until I actually trying to collect a specific amount of coins, I have to do like plenty of attempts to actually get this dang attempt to be working again, because oh my god, I constantly found myself getting to the lava every time. But anyway though, enough about that topic at the moment. So yeah, yeah, for that little box, as you can see from that if you see on screen, that contains a red coin. But to be honest, I might actually save that red coin for last, because much like how I did for the original first Super Mario Galaxy game, and specific purple coin challenges, mostly I think the basic prime example is Beach Bowl Galaxy, and as well as Freeze Flame Galaxy. That I have to save those to specific coins for at the beginning of the level, so that you will have yourselves an easier time grabbing the power stars for that. So feels kind of same for this game right here. So that sometimes I have to constantly find myself just actually trying to go ahead and save some other stuff for later. But enough about that topic. And as you can see on here, there we actually come across into these Tox boxes. And basically they are trying to actually turn into a different directions as far as what depends on what the Tox boxes they're trying to go into. But after actually doing so, that you have to be very careful, well, do not get squished by these things, because if you somehow get squished, you lose a little health. But unlike Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, that in these two games that you automatically die, because much like the Thwomp and the Wump from Super Mario Galaxy 2, that you getting crushed is a really, really bad thing to do. So because you know it instantly kills you. So you know. So yeah, the entire portion of this mission, although some of the red coins are usually found, it's usually you might as well find those during the ground compartment. And then there's also the other four which we're about to be grabbing any moment. That way you have to acquire the wing Mario or the wing cap in order to actually successfully trying to get those red coins throughout. Because even then, though, without the wing cap, well, the wings have been slowly trying to go ahead and get disappeared. We have to do it like, I don't know. So, yeah, I think my wings are starting to fading a bit, so I have to be really fast. Oh yeah, by the way, if those of you actually don't know, well, I'm sure many people already know this at this point, is that after when you actually finish the first mission of this world, you know that club though that was trying to fly around in the stage? Not only do they actually go ahead and fly around the stage, assuming we need some sections like these little, right almost near to where the pillars are. Basically, what Club Dough is actually going to go ahead and do instead, well, rather than just actually carrying the power star at all times, basically all he does now is by basically, you know, trying to actually steal a cap from you. So, yeah, it might be a little bit of the, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just getting confused with the amount of dialogue I'm having. Really do apologize for that, folks. So anyways, after when you grab all the 8 red coins in the specific outside part, then the power star is right on top of this little section here. So it's a good thing too that although I don't think I actually just oh, I said this wrong about these little 2 boxes though, don't I? I think there was the one on the far top from that. But anyway though. So let's just say we'll end things off here. So next time on Let's Play Super Mario 64 is that we'll go ahead and finish off with Shifting Sand Land. And then eventually we'll come across into the next world throughout the game. So see you guys next time. Later, fellas.